All right, so welcome back to another scene for Lost Cub, where we will be starting, at least initially, over at the proverbial Bat Cave over in Natural Bridge, where we have many a fine cub, and actually Cleith, in this case 3 Cleiths. Go fucking figure. About to be Lost Cleith the game. Sit around the fucking house, doing their shit, feeding birds, nesting mice, making maps. And, I mean, doing whatever Bill does, probably snacking.
I'm just saying. I know the problem with my brother isn't like immediate, but it's my brother.
Izo takes a drag of his cigarette as he's writing something, looking up at the map. I heard you the first time, Bill.
It's a cause for concern.
I'm concerned, but we've also got these, which are also a huge concern.
I'm aware. Like, part of me is a little fucking worried that they're gonna go after Carlita next.
Carlita?
His wife.
Who, the Sparrows or these people?
I mean, both. Probably.
Sparrows know who your brother is.
We don't know what they know, do we?
We're learning.
We are.
Anton just stare at the symbols again. Gets this very obsessive, stare. Just goes really silent, just looking at it.
So, Anton, as you're perusing the maps and you're looking over the notes that Carla sent you, actually, you're realizing she's talking about routes and roads you're not finding on your map. Maybe it's a little outdated. Maybe there's cut-throughs that have handles that you don't know. But you're realizing your map needs some updating. And there's about one good way to do that.
Anton just takes a long drag of cigarette, putting it out in the ashtray. These maps aren't adding up properly.
Looks like we're about to have some adventures in cartography.
No, it means we gotta map out the area properly. If they're spiraling through town, picking off people at random, we're just gonna be trying to play guess who at which entrance they're gonna try come in and out of.
That's cartography, Anton.
Yeah. Just need to... They just start walking, picking up his jacket and putting it on.
Yeah, okay, you're not doing that alone.
He's just walking down the stairs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just assume Bill and him were just going.
Yeah, I mean, Jane will see the two of them walking by.
You two off out?
I need to map this area out more. There's things that are not adding up on the map.
And it's literally impossible for me to get lost, so...
All right. Just be careful, all right? I've got some stuff I need to do here.
You're not covered?
I could. But just kind of gestures around at the massive shit that she's currently sieving through. Just like kind of... There's a bit of everything. There's literally almost like clay pots and things like that. There's empty beer cans. There's like bowls and stuff. Then there's just loads of straw and all manner of shit. Why'd you need me?
I mean, if you want to come, I'm not going to stop you. I got work to do. Close the little pad, A4 pad that he has, putting it in his bag.
Yeah, no, you two two got this one. I'll stay here.
If you want to come, you can come, Jane. As he's walking towards the door.
I want to come, but I have to go in 2 minutes.
Oh. Maybe not the Mustang this time.
No, I bought a car already. He's walking out. It's pretty inconspicuous.
These stares at the canary yellow Mustang. Good point.
Yeah, just climbs in. Lighting a cigarette as he's starting the car.
Can I just assume Bill's getting in the car there, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I assume you are heading roughly in the direction of Roanoke. Tom, do you want to send anything with them, do anything like that that might help throughout the scene, even though you can't be around?
I don't really have anything.
Well, if
Other
nothing
than-
else, you've got crows watching already.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Spying the shit out of her.
All right, I figured I'd give you a free pass since you have limited time. There are a handful of different kind of spirits around the house. If you want to bid something to go with them, do our own thing later and let you do some antics and do whatever little bit of chiminage you need to do for it. All right. Well, in that case, we'll have our noble duo heading towards. Da-da-da. Get all my pictures. Head now towards Roanoke.
Yeah,
And-
Anton's very just business-like. He's just now, driving straight ahead, looking where he's going.
All right. So your inconsistencies are obviously probably going to be in like shittier parts of town, either streets that were not really considered streets enough to go on a road map, or cut-throughs that have been worn in that have their own handles but don't really have street signs. So you already have a pretty good idea that you're going to be going to the low rent area of town. You guys want to do any chit chat along the way?
I mean, Anton stays pretty quiet. He's just, taking the drag of the cigarette. Looks pretty intense about himself.
You been sleeping lately?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't really sleep properly anyways. Just dreams nowadays.
What do you mean?
You just dream of different things,
To be honest with you, I really don't. I don't have ancestors.
Oh, it's not those type of dreams.
Actually, here's a point for you. Has Bill been staying in Roanoke at all?
He moves around a lot because Ghost won't leave him alone.
Yeah, he do. You do, but I don't know if he's avoided Roanoke since all of you have been, unless you're going in a group, generally.
He hasn't had a lot of business directly in Roanoke.
All right, so you probably wouldn't have seen it. Not yet, anyways. Don't worry, buddy. But yeah, sorry. I just wanted to make sure, because if so, I needed to give you a heads up.
I don't know. No, I can't say I know what you're talking about.
Just keep, it's the patterns, Just keep staring at it. It fits somewhere. You just gotta apply the right tools, and that's what you dream about some days. It's just that same pattern.
Anybody commented that you seem a little off lately?
Me, I'm fine. Got a job to do.
I'm saying that because you seem a little off lately.
I'm working. That's all I gotta do. And these things are getting more progressively worse, so gotta figure out what they're using things for. And they're using them for something. The blood, the shapes that they carve into the skin. It's all for something.
It's this long Woody Harrelson look, and Bill doesn't say anything.
Yes, he just takes a drag of the cigarette and just, looks out again. Stop saying odd shit.
But just look, man. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you are not okay right now. You have to recognize that.
Okay. I am fine, Bill, and I can manage. This is what we gotta do to win, so. It's just, you gotta figure out the pieces.
Are we even sure we want to understand?
We need to understand in order to fight it. If we don't understand, then we're just flying blind and we'll just cause more mayhem.
Bill, last time I checked, these people are crazy. Like, actually bona fide, deeply crazy in ways that cannot be undone.
But they have a pattern. And to understand the pattern is to understand their methodology.
Right.
Because some of them were like us at one point. And each person, each individual, like us, has a methodology. So we map out this area, we figure out where they're going, and if we can pinpoint that area, we can get them. We can figure out what those vans are doing because they operate in select parts of this area as he pulls up the car. So we got to map it out properly.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out they're just preying on people nobody's going to ask after.
Exactly. But they have to do it in selective times. A white van pulling up and snatching somebody off the ground is going to get seen. So they have to pick and choose their targets. And they have to do that quickly and take the most effective street road out of here without being seen or without being taken too much notice. So we got to map the quickest route to do that and be gone. That's how they operate. And once he pulls up, he gets out, starts walking around and looks up at the street names and then looks out the map thing that he bought and examines them this is this street. Okay, so we're walking this way. And ticks it off with a pencil.
All right. So while Anton's going along trying to figure out, because it's, again, thankfully he has some relation, like this is supposed to be near this road or this street or this, lane, and it's literally going along and kind of slow rolling it and taking along to try to figure out where these places are. You are rolling through some not so choicey areas of town. You're seeing a lot of people hanging out on the sidewalks. You're seeing, clearly not just thugs and whatnot, but like the homeless. You're seeing a lot of just tragic shit. You're rolling past things like pawn shops, cash for gold. You're rolling past, old. Some of the buildings are old businesses that have been completely gutted, abandoned. All in all, it's kind of tragic. So while Anton is going through finding his streets and shit, we will transition. As soon as I grab this picture. Into the Roanoke folder again. Come on. Oh, it wasn't in the Roanoke thing again. All right, we will transition to this lovely abode where we will meet a new face. And Wendy, you had a day of it. You just finally got out of your roommate's cousin's. I mean, he's cool and all, but got out of his place because you need a little bit of privacy. You don't need people poking noses into everything you're doing. Your parents already think you're kind of off for being this dogged about the whole thing, and they are going to be livid when they fully realize just far off the rails of school and everything you've gone. So you've got this nice place with no address, as it were. And, you moved all your shit in there. A handful of boxes, a couple pieces of furniture you'd snagged while you were in the dorms. The usual. And on the bright side, well, couch is comfy as hell. Doesn't matter if the bed's broken down. At least for the moment. Mattress stacked up against the wall. Couch still works. So after moving everything in, you just kind of pulled down the door, flopped out, crashed out for a while. And you'll be waking up in the wake of having a hell of a dream. Like, a really vivid dream. You still with me?
Yep, I'm still with you.
All right. So, you've been dreaming, moving through the city, looking for your sister. Like, you've got, you're close. You swear you're close, and you're just trying to get into, this building, this place, through this door. It's one of those things where it's a dream. So you kind of idealize as in, like, it's just this particular door you need to get through, this particular building you need to get into. You don't know where it is. You don't know what it is. You're not thinking about those details. You just know you need to get here. And you'll have the next thing that you need. And, maybe she'll even be there. But this is the path you need to take to get at her. You need to find her. But as you're moving through the streets, which are, this is nightmare fuel. This is weird movements at the corners of your eyes. This is kind of malicious, shadowy, a little bit tinged with uncomfortable colors. And every time you start moving to go down that street, every time you get close, you hear the clicking of claws, like a dog walking across a hardwood floor. You hear that clickety, clickety, clickety down the street, down the sidewalks, through an alley. You hear snuffling. You hear kind of wet, mucusy noises. And you know it's looking for you. You don't know how you know. You just know that you can't let it see you. And in that short period just before waking, at one point you out of desperation, literally in this dream, you just clamber into a dumpster. Just anything, because you know it's coming. You realize you've turned the wrong way. You're in a dead-end alley. You climb into the dumpster. And you prop up, you leave the thing cracked. And this is what you eventually see. Snuffling, snorting, getting closer, looking for you. All those eyes oozing, the stuff like just slinking down his fur, matting it, leaving a trail. And as it's getting closer to the dumpster, as it's starting to snuffle around the rim as you ease it back down, and you're, sitting in the back, you're prepping, you feel that kind of hot anger come over you again. The same way it's been when you get into an argument and you just get too caught up in it. You feel that anger start to build up. Like something's going to give. That thing's going to come into the dumpster. You're going to explode. Something is wrong. Something big is about to happen. And you just snap awake on your couch in the storage unit.
And she'll grope around for her phone and turn on the flashlight, shine it around.
It's it's kind of weird being in a storage unit, but here you are. It's kind of creepy, like the units, the whole setup here is a little dated. That's why it was so cheap. It was a lot cheaper than rent. I'll clue you that. You're only paying like maybe $100 a month for this place, but it's in a low rent side of town. You don't like the sounds of the cars going by. You don't like the sounds of the yelling. And this place kind of creaks now and again. You get a little draft now and again. This ain't climate controlled no more. So it's a little eerie, but there's nothing here. Just your furniture. Every box, every thing that you set out, where you dropped your purse, everything is where you left it.
She'll get up, wipe the sweat off her face, and yeah, that was one fucked up dream. But the nice thing about these places and low rent sides of town is that there's usually like a 24-hour convenience place nearby.
Oh yeah.
So she's gonna grab her purse and close the storage locker and go to the convenience place and probably pick up a bottle of water, some snacks, maybe snag some beer.
Yeah, that'll work. You're what, on the verge of 21?
Yeah.
High or low?
Well, say hi.
Say hi.
Yeah.
It's kind of a toss-up, especially on this side of town. Nope, you definitely get carded.
Nothing.
In fact, the guy's really fucking obnoxious about it. You have a hard time finishing the transaction. He actually starts getting really indignant about it. Yells at you a good bit. Finally takes your money, but oh god. But yeah, you fucking kids trying to get me fucking run out of business.
Hey, easy, man. Jesus. Just needed something to help me sleep.
Do what everyone else does. Buy some fucking NyQuil.
NyQuil won't work anymore.
That eye roll. Yeah, well, take this shit and get out of here, kid. I don't want to see you.
She takes it and stomps off, kind of opening the door unnecessarily forcefully and letting it close with that same momentum.
Oh yeah. You slam it. You can hear the guy yelling again as the door slams shut behind you. Just, hey! What are you trying to do?
She just throws the middle finger up behind her and keeps walking.
Fucking bullshit, college kids. Yeah, you kind of leave it behind. Got your water, though, and you got some snacks. Didn't manage to score any beer, but God, he was an asshole. And you know what? Between that and the dream, I'm not making you roll right now, but you're going to be running a point high on rage. It's just there's a lot of things rubbing the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
You're kind of primed right now.
Yep.
All right. So as you walk out, you throw a snack in your mouth. It's getting darkish. It's not ideal. And as you're walking out, probably I assume you're heading back towards the storage unit, or you have somewhere else you want to go.
Yeah, she'll probably head towards the storage unit, like take a little bit longer way there. So it's not like, oh, I ran to get some snacks and some stuff, and now I'm gonna stay here all night, because that's gonna draw people's attention
Yeah.
if anyone's looking.
All right. So you walk around, and as you're puttering along, shoving one of the snacks in your mouth, you check your phone. You realize it's not quite too late for you to get to that pawn shop. They're open late, especially again this side of town. Yeah, they're open late. They want that business, but you're gonna have to run it.
Yeah, she'll run. Dead sprint. Fast as she can toward the pawn shop.
Alrighty. So just for fun, give me a Stam Athletics to see how you're doing with your run.
Okay.
And you know what? Just for fun, I'll let the other two of you just make an alertness check to notice that there's some weird chick running pell-mell down the fucking sidewalk with half a Twinkie hanging out of her mouth.
We get extra alertness from fucking Crow.
Yes, don't forget your shit.
I got one. I got enough to steer.
Ooh, I got 3.
Beautiful. So yeah, you're doing good. You're not even fucking winded. You are burdened with glorious purpose. How about you, Bill?
Let's see how burdened Bill feels on any given day. I even get an extra die because it's nighttime.
And the Crow stuff as well. I think you've perception.
Oh,
of the
buddy,
balls.
I
Yeah,
know.
Perception of the
I
balls.
know. That's why I'm matching you pound for
Ooh.
pound on this one, brother. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me look at my perception specialty. It's probably attention to detail or something like that. It is detail oriented, so possibly 6, but still 5. I know exactly where you are, lady. I know what you had for lunch today. I know you got a bit of a drinking problem.
You know exactly what brand of Twinkie that is hanging out her fucking mouth. It's that cheap shit.
God damn.
I just see females. That's basically all I see in my one success.
Who the fuck runs with a mouthful of Twinkie?
For Anton, you catch the motion out the corner of your eye, but you don't think much of it because you're trying to read this fucking street side. And Bill, there's some chick with that many successes, she doesn't look alarmed. She doesn't look upset or like she's in distress. She is just on a fucking mission as she pelts full sprint down the sidewalk. Arms pumping. She going.
Look at her book and that she probably just robbed the place.
It just looks up like, what?
Lady sprinting pell-mell out of there with 2 Twinkies hanging out of her fucking gob. She got that hurry walk like I just ripped and ran.
You can see her in the rearview mirror, still going.
Look at that fucking champion.
Shakes his head. It's a rough neighborhood. I'm gonna go canvass some people. She's getting out.
Do you want to canvass her?
I mean, she might know the person. If I, whatever the fuck she's doing, I don't want to interrupt that as he's getting out.
Yeah. He gets out as well. I could chase her down, but that's a bad idea.
Yeah, no. Best leave a person moving like that. Nah, she'll probably end up punching you.
Not the only reason it's a bad idea, given my peculiarities.
Yeah, no, you probably scare her away.
Then we'd have to silence half the neighborhood before I ended up on YouTube.
Yeah. So what Anton is doing is going around with homeless people, showing the picture of the girl's face, going, have you seen this lady before? That type of thing.
All right. Let me eyeball you two.
I got persuasion active as well.
Oh, good man. Good man. Bill, have you activated persuasion?
See if I even have persuasion. Start with that.
That's a good plan, buddy.
Come on. Why you gotta fuck
You
me here, roll
do.
20? Thanks. You got quicker access to my sheet. You know what? Because I believe in the team, I'll activate persuasion with one of my 2 precious fucking notices.
What? You don't need gnosis for persuasion. It's just a roll.
You just roll.
Oh,
Christmas subterfuge.
Jesus.
Christmas subterfuge diff 7.
How many more subterfuges do I have these days?
You
Plus
have.
2.
Yep, on top of your.
That's not a bad fucking roll
Not
for
a
me.
fool. Not a bad
It's,
fool.
yeah, no, Crow is handy for our social shit.
I love you, Crow of War, because you're the only reason I didn't fail.
Yep, that's pretty much.
All right, so neither of you is getting too much flack. I mean, no different than anyone else on the street would catch. Like, obviously, there's the occasional person who either like is trying to wheedle for a little bit of money,
Oh yeah, no.
trying to get a cigarette, like,
You
or
see,
some of them just get a little weirded out and want to be left alone. But
You
it's
see-
just normal.
the plan is, Katie, is he's walking up, you know what I mean, all charming, and he's like, "Well, you know, we're looking for this lady. Myself and my partner here. We're, you know, we got asked to do this, you know, job, part of the private detection agency thing. Our dad's looking for, you know, so if any help, you know, we'll totally slide about like $10 in their hand. It's appreciated.
You
You
know
know what I mean?
what? It's a long shot, but Heather, go ahead and roll your fucking alertness because the tactic he's using is of
All right.
interest. As much as I want to throw you into this pawn shop and make chaos.
As much as I want you to kill people.
With the Twinkie in your goddamn mouth. Delirium or no delirium, those would be my final thoughts. Why the hell she got a Twinkie in her mouth?
It's worth a
Oh
shot.
god, what the fuck is that thing and why does it have Twinkies?
Oh
in
my
its mouth?
god. That's your perception alertness?
Well, you don't run into a post. I can
Yeah.
tell you barely managed that, Flashy.
Yeah, you are going, you're trucking it. These guys like hop out of the car, like they've parked up and it's, you know, as you pass, they got out. You didn't pay them any fucking attention, but you hear, you know, private investigator. It just, those words brush your ears and that have you seen this girl? And you just, who?
Actually, you know what? For the first time, Bill's gonna bother looking at the picture.
It's
Yeah,
very,
this-
it's a very, very with the picture. That's a very detailed drawing of like that's a dead girl, Bill. But he's drawn it in such a way that she looks kind of alive. You know what I mean? But you can tell by the lolling of her eyes that girl is dead.
Oh. Yeah, but Bill don't say nothing.
I can still hear it, Heather.
You
Yeah,
can still hear
no.
it.
She just like if either of you are looking, this girl who has been running full tilt just like struggles to come to a screeching halt.
I got this. This is gonna be fun.
Look over his
Oh,
shoulder.
boy.
Probably is like one of the guys is trying to like go, oh, I can remember something with a little more money. You know what I mean? He was just like,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
fucking scare her off.
I'm not gonna scare her off. She's shown interest. We've gone from deer in the headlights to Ricky Raccoon. Look at her.
Yeah, but your history of females. Smart
My
thing.
history of females. Just would do a history of females and about five. And he'll walk over.
She's like huffing and puffing and like swallowing Twinkie.
Oh, easy there. I'm pretty sure if the shop owner wanted to chase you, he would have tried already.
What? No, Jesus. I was trying to get to the pawn shop before it closes, but then I heard you two.
Okay.
You're looking for? Can I see?
Yeah, sure. And I'm looking for this girl. I'll
Not
show the picture.
Turns around and holds up the little
Fucking thing he's been writing in.
She'll look at it.
And I'll tell you outright, that is not your sister. But that is, man, you've been doing some of that like Nancy Drew shit online. You've tried with that website, and you've seen more pictures of deceased people than you care to think about. Yeah, you can probably tell that is drawn from a corpse.
Listen, she's a runaway, you see, and while she is of age and legally nothing can quite come of it, which is why it's a private detective doing this and not an actual cop. Her parents are real fucking worried.
I know. Close the book. Like you just
The
let her drag it.
eyebrows go up.
I know, just let her drag a cigarette. Me and my partner here, we work as a security firm, so like pay the bill, do all that. We're just, doing a couple of inquiries. She was last seen in this area close to the homeless shelter down the road.
There's a homeless shelter down the road.
Yeah, if we go far enough down.
Thanks. That'll be my next stop.
Why is that? The cigarette smoke just plumes out.
I'm looking for my sister. That's not her. You. I don't know where the fuck you got that picture, but that girl is dead. I guarantee it.
Yeah, well, you look over her shoulder, playing it incredibly casually. You know how junkies are. They always look like the grave.
Excuse me?
Look,
No.
it was her
no,
last
no.
social media post. She was strung out, okay?
No. When I say that girl is dead, I'm positive she's dead. I'm pre-med. Was pre-med. I've seen a lot of
Oh.
dead bodies, and I've been looking at a lot of girls that just turned up. Nobody knows who they are.
Well, I hate to be grim about it, but that does explain why it was the last social media post.
Oh, well, you still gotta find out. It's part of the
How
job.
much?
How much what?
How much do you charge?
Katie, I have law. How much do private detectives charge?
An arm and
Depends.
a leg? It just kind of depends on how
How much-
scrupulous you are.
I'm a shadow lord, Katie. I'm scrupulous as
Yeah.
shit.
You're unscrupulous as shit.
Yeah.
Bill's gonna
So-
fucking charge
So-
ahead on this. Or no,
It-
Anton's
it-
got this.
It's probably to the tune of at least a couple hundred to do some
What can I ro-
canvassing.
Yeah, what can I roll to make sure that I get a little bit extra money? Because we need money.
Look, you.
I
I am the Shadow Lord. Bill
I
and
can't
are
take
a lot
this
of-
from you. I'm not taking this from you. You do this.
Bill and I are a lot of dirty money. Okay, we've done this 1,000 times.
How
Anton
about
just
wow?
leans forward like money.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
Bill just
Money.
day trades on his phone. That's where he gets his money.
The closest things I have to crime are probably streetwise or larceny. So how about intelligence streetwise? I
No,
guess
That's fine.
since there's not
What's
really a
that?
profession thing.
What's
Final fight intelligence streetwise.
Yeah, Final Fight intelligence streetwise.
one success.
You could probably charge her an easy let's face it, you could probably charge an easy 500 to canvas and do, go through official paperwork and official essentially routes for a certain amount of time. Like essentially it'll pay for you to do all of the appropriate work and go through all the appropriate
So
effort.
for the lady, Anton watches as he watches Anton.
Which is definitely you charging more because you cannot do any of that.
Anton opens up the book and flicks through a page, and she'll see him he reaches down, writes. You can see he's almost like mock calculating in his head. He's just been writing down Then looks up 500 to do proper
500?
canvassing of the area between me and my partner and the supplies we'll need.
Plus expenses.
What if I gave you the photos? And my leads.
I
400.
mean, look at you.
400.
He's not normally this nice.
You know what? Fuck it. It's worth it. And she'll start digging around in her bag and hand over a stack of photos of her sister.
Take a look at them and take a drag of a cigarette as he looks at them, puts them in the little booklet he has himself, just nods to
Alright.
himself, like,
For what it's worth, I'll remind you that this is a random, like, a pretty attractive woman. To you guys, app 4.
I mean, why'd you think I'm being so fucking nice about this, Katie? Jeez. I'm working.
I'll
you
give
just
you
nod.
both a reflexive primal urge check.
Nah, I'm too busy obsessing.
R20, you're fucking killing me right now. I can't even see my shit. There we go. Honestly, when it comes to perception checks, I can't go wrong if I just throw 6 dice in there. Tell me about your mother. No, it's just 2 successes.
Just with 2 successes, like, man, you don't know why she doesn't look like her. She just kind of reminds you of Carlita.
You know what else I have?
Walks
Just-
away.
This nifty gifty.
You do have a nifty gifty.
I have a nifty gifty.
But are you
Wasn't
going to
it?
use the nifty gifty?
It's unfortunately it passively pings on Guru and Kinfolk.
It auto succeeds on Guru and Kinfolk.
Oh, I have to like use it.
You do have to choose to use it.
Well, she reminds me of Carlita, so I have to.
She pings. I assume at the moment it technically pings as Kinfolk.
Yeah, she hasn't changed yet.
Yeah, so she pings as Kin.
Wait here. Go after Anton.
I mean,
There-
Anton, I'm still there. I'm like,
Oh.
right beside
There
you.
is-
You guys didn't hear no
There is a confused fucking look, and,
And
like,
then he commits and goes to the convenience store and buys a fucking Coke and comes back out.
I thought you were just going to pull Anton aside for a word.
Yeah, I was like,
No, you
what?
just go all the way.
Yeah, Anton looks up like, where the fuck are you? Like, walking after him, like, what the fuck are you? Wait there. He's like walking after.
where the fuck are you two going?
We'll be
And she
right back.
follows
I need
behind them,
refreshment.
like, she's trailing after them because Anton has all her pictures.
He'll just turn around. My partner, I'm talking privately. 1 second. I'll be
She-
even hand the photos back. Like, here you go. Calm
Thank
it
you.
down. Slow down.
I'm-
Slow down.
She chills out a little bit, but she is still like, wow, this chick is really angry.
And it's just like now, just takes a couple of steps back and turns to Bill. What the fuck are you doing?
She's a Kinfolk.
Lean in. How can you tell?
Spirit bullshit.
No,
They teach us half moons many mystical things.
you know what kind?
Same strain as Carlita.
Okay. Means that girl is too.
Probably.
Which means that they're already starting to target people like us. As he's walking back over.
Yep. Comes back with his Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna walk over. Yeah, no, sorry, but we're running through the logistics.
I see. And
Oh yeah, no, we can definitely canvass the area. 400 to do anything. There'll be some expenses, but wouldn't be that much. So, where's your last sister last seen?
that pawn shop. And she'll point down the street. I got video and photo a few weeks ago. Same hair, same tattoos.
Right. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what was your sister working at?
I don't know. She she was taking classes on at the university, and the last conversations we had, she was talking about this prayer group she joined, this church group circle thing, and I don't know, it seemed really weird and culty to me. Like, she is getting, like, the more she talks, more angry she gets.
All right. Slow down. Slow down.
And I didn't think anything of it. And then her roommates called, and they wanted a forwarding address for her. She just moved out and left her stuff there.
Okay. What prayer group?
That was 4 years ago. I don't know what she's been doing since then.
What prayer group is this?
She'll spout off a bullshit new age hippie name that I clearly didn't think of until now.
Light of the Way or some bullshit like that, or
Yeah.
Heels or some shit.
Guiding Light.
Guiding Light.
Oh my god, yes, it's Guiding Light.
Guiding Light.
Yes.
You take that down. And she's been gone for 4 years.
Yeah.
From here? Like in Roanoke?
From Blacksburg. Tech is in Blacksburg.
Oh,
Which is very close by.
sorry. No, Blacksburg. The Virginia Tech's in Blacksburg.
He frowns and nods, writes it down. And she was last sighted here.
Mm-hmm.
What's her sister's name?
Annabelle Crane.
Annabelle Crane. You write it down. All right, well, pawn shop. All right, well, he kind of looks at her as she like looks noticeably like, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. And he's like, oh boy. Maybe we should help you with looking into the pawn shop. It seems like that might be the more calmer approach. Maybe.
Spoiler, she looks like she's full ready to throttle whoever is in that pawn shop.
Yeah, pretty much.
information.
That's why he's saying it. Yeah, that's why he's saying it. Maybe it might be the calmer approach to let myself and my partner here have a more calmer discussion with him.
I'm going in with you. I will let you do the talking, but
Now-
I'm going in with you.
No, hold on here. I have a plan.
God damn it, Bill. Like I said, I'll just say, I'm not saying you can't go in with me. I'm just saying maybe you should let myself or my partner here do the talking.
Right. I get it. You're the experienced private eyes. I got it. But I have to go in with you. I dropped everything for this. My parents are going to freak out when they realize I dropped out of college for this.
I'm not saying you can't walk in with me. I'm just okay as he starts walking.
Yeah, and she follows after him. This like this is power walking, brisk, angry power walking.
Todd's like, oh, as he overtakes him, he's just walking very casually, like, oh, this is today. Walking along, taking a drag out of a cigarette, like, no, you go right ahead, charge ahead. Yep, I'm just gonna walk. Leans over to Bill. I like her. She's angry.
Anton,
What? What, Bill?
you have a very specific taste that
Nah.
has caused us no shortage of danger and daring do.
She's not my type, by the way.
Uh-huh. She's got
No.
a pulse. Dunk,
Looks
dunk,
over.
dunk, dunk. It's like can already
Uh-huh.
feel the guided missile raising up.
I'm already dating a redhead, so no. 2 redheads? Pff, that's asking for trouble.
And I'll give it about 10 minutes.
You're the one who's gonna be hitting on her more than me. I saw you there creeping over. Look at you. Getting all angry with her.
I'm just doing the job.
Yeah, doing the job.
Like you better when you're not brooding.
I'm always brooding. It's like part of being it's part of the whole thing. You're brooding. We're both brooding. In fact, you and Jane like brood together collectively.
Mhm.
They both grumble at each other as they're walking.
Professionals.
Anyway, good have.
Yeah, we'll eventually get to the fucking shop door before fucking.
So, while you're en route and someone's power walking ahead, would someone please roll me another alertness check?
Alertness, you say, at this time of night.
First her, because she is ahead
Okay.
and you two are talking. So she'll be at the first shot to spot it. If she does not make it, you two will roll next.
I'm waiting.
I see you both have it typed and just ready to go, finger on the button.
Come on.
I mean, considered, yeah, I'm ready.
I got a 1.
You know what? 1 is enough to see that someone inside is approaching the door, keys in hand, because you had to run to make it, and you're pretty sure.
No. She is bolting and like actually shouting, no, wait.
Anton's like, we better pick up the pace before she fucking throw punches that guy. Come on, he starts jogging a
It's
bit.
going to turn to a robbery so fast.
Yeah, Anton will pick up the speed with his Dex Athletics. He's pretty goddamn fast.
So the two of you pick up a run, just for fun to see what kind of order we're hitting this door in. Go ahead and all of you give me the athletics. All three of you.
With lightning reflexes, 1, 2, 3.
No
Or
no lightning reflexes for this one.
all right.
I have an specialty anyway. Hardcore parkour as I vault over trash cans.
If you would like to
Yeah.
make the extra effort
I will-
of going straight
I
line
will-
over benches
yeah.
and shit, sure, why not?
Yeah, I'm that idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right,
2.
you too, Heather.
All right.
It was like, give me a goddamn pizza.
All right.
Jesus.
1.
What? How? Do you have 5 dice for Dex Athletics?
Wait, for
Or no,
Dex.
4 dice.
Oh boy.
4 dice. Reroll.
This is gonna be so
Madam.
much. This is gonna be so much of a robbery.
4 dice.
Okay.
Stop shorting
4.
yourself.
Still 1.
So,
I love the fact we passed her out.
well, it's the thing is, she started with a bit more speed and got ahead of you a bit. So she and Bill will be hitting it about the same time. Anton, you can like sail right over something. And honestly, if that many successes, you can do it just in time to like stick your foot in the door or something if you want to do that.
Oh yeah, he does this impressive like over and just catches the foot in the door like, oh buddy, whoa.
Oh my god. All right, let me pull up Don here. Oh my god. Where is he? There we go. All right, so you stick your foot in the door and this big guy is there. He's like, "Hey, buddy, look. It's closing time, man.
Look,
Sorry."
I know. Oh, I know it's closing time, but look, man, I need to. Look, me and my partner here are trying to do a few rounds, doing some canvassing. Look, if you could spare like, give me about 5 minutes. I could just be in and out, no problem, no hassle, no fussing you, man. Like, come on. Come
I
here,
mean,
break
what
your
could
man.
you possibly need to see in here?
It's about a missing girl that was last seen in your pawn shop.
You got an ID?
5 minutes and you won't need to be asking an ID, man. Like, I don't want to be troubling you. Or me and my partner could come back and I could get a warrant and come in and we could take a look. Or you could just take 5 minutes of your time, buddy.
Oh, I didn't ask for a warrant. I asked for an ID.
I mean, he
I got a lot of kids trying to bust in my place. Now, if you could just kindly move your foot, sir.
Yeah, he'll smirk and tilt his head. And, fuck, he's like, oh, I don't have an ID. And you know what? He'll go, I mean, yeah, no, just open the door there, man.
Nah, sorry, kid.
I mean, I can't show you my ID if you have my leg in the door.
You can show me through the window.
You know what, Katie? Anton, I have 3 rage. Fuck it, I'll intimidate the fucking cunt to open the door.
I mean, you can. I mean, for what
You
it's
know
worth,
what?
this is a pawn shop owner. This place has
Yeah.
bars on, like, that he pulls across after he locks the door. Like, it's got security cameras. It's got the whole 9.
Yeah, Anton even just grumbles at himself. It's like, you know what? You open the fucking door. 3 successes intimidation-wise. And Anton will just turn on a
That's
glare
on
and
top
go,
of your auto 3.
yeah, he'll turn. Look, motherfucker, open the fucking door.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey now, hey! He actually
Or-
reels back. He was keeping pressure on the door, but he actually reels back, even lets go of the key in the door. Like the hands come up, like, hey, hey, hey! We don't need any of that around here.
Now, I got a missing girl here that was last seen in your fucking pawn shop. Now, either you can let me in and I'll answer my fucking questions, or I will come with a grand jury inquiry and I will fucking massacre your shit.
Look, a warrant that proves some girl was in here before she disappeared. That's not on me.
I
Fine,
got
fine. Just look around. Look around. Do what you gotta do. Just don't lock up behind you. I don't need many of these street kids coming in trying to steal
Nah.
my shit.
That's fine. You leave open the door for Bill to walk in,
Yeah, Bill, come in.
I assume Wendy's just going to try to
Wendy's-
shove in with the 3 of them. Or with
Oh,
the
yeah.
2.
Yep.
Fucking the 2 of them just slip in. It's like, don't call it a comeback kick. Wake me up again.
Oh my fucking god! This poor guy, like, lets 3 in and kind of eases around Anton. Like, all right, fucking Jesus, and does come around. He still locks the door. He doesn't pull the bars across it yet because he's got to let y'all back out. But he just kind of gestures behind him, like, look away. I don't know what you're gonna find. People come in and out of this place all the time. Usually only one time a piece.
He'll, politely look at Wendy. Will you give me one of the pictures of her, please?
Yeah, Wendy will hand Anton a picture.
You walk up to the guy. You seen this girl last in here?
Give me one moment. Let's roll him. Let me double check the timeline here. So I imagine it's been a couple days, even if she was moving pretty fast, maybe up to a week. So this is going to be a really rough roll for this guy. I mean, he humors you. He looks at it. Yeah, he's a smart guy. I'll give him that. No.
Double botches. Fuck me.
I mean, here's the fun thing. It's a botch, so he lands in like, what are you looking for, that cinnamon girl? Jesus. Looks better with the makeup, I'll tell you that.
What do you mean? That's my
Oh,
sister.
Fuck.
I mean, you recognize he's referencing one of the hookers you've heard about locally. Like, he's like leaning in, squinting, trying to be like, is that her?
Anton will hand the photo back, like, to Wendy. Like,
Sorry, kid.
You know Cinnamon? That is one of the other people we're looking for.
I mean, she's been in a couple times. I'm pretty sure she steals shit off her Johns, but he kind of shrugs. Until someone can prove it, it's pawnable.
Cinnamon just nods. You know any of the girls that you used to hang around with? Anyone close on the street that you hung around with?
He kind of waves the hand as he's heading around the counter, just like, nah, fuck no. No, I don't keep personal interactions with my customers.
Can I roll an empathy? Because I know this is a sleazy pawn shop in Sleazeville.
I mean, you can roll.
I got 1. Jesus fucking.
I mean, it's enough to tell that, like, as much as you don't like the guy, he seems to be pretty honest about it. Like, he can't guard his work. Like, if you look around, what you get with the empathy is he probably loves this store and the money he's making more than he's fond of a hooker. So, yeah, he is very guarded with his shit. So
Just nods to himself.
seems
that's all.
realistic.
With nods. You know where Cinnamon mostly worked.
Nah, man. With her, fucking different place every night. For all I
Just
know.
nods. All right.
All I know is when she's decided not wanting to see one of her Johns anymore, she'll come in with some of some of his power tools, maybe snatch a game system.
When was she last in here?
No, it's been weeks since I've seen her.
Did she seem any erratic or anything the last time you talked to her? Anything unusual?
Oh nah, just spitting fire about another guy. Calling some of her boyfriends, I know better.
Nods. Okay. Just nods and looks around.
He actually points over. Brought that guitar last time.
Look around. Looks back at, as he looks around to look at Wendy. You seen anything belong to your sister?
Do I? Is the question.
It is the question. You can do some investigation if you earnestly expect to find something, but by the same token, as far as you know, she didn't actually take anything with her. So you could either shrug, or if you get the decision to do it, you can roll to hunt around.
Hey, you know what? I'll hunt around.
All right. Do you have investigation?
I do.
Roll it.
Wits?
Perception.
Perception. Okay.
Because this is you literally just like going down the case, going down this. Where are you looking?
Two successes.
So where are you looking as you wander around?
She's going through the cases. She's looking more in the cases that have like small things like jewelry, bracelets, belt buckles, pins. Because if it didn't look like she brought anything in, and couldn't tell if she left with anything either, it was probably something small.
All right. So yeah, you're going through the case. You're looking. You're screening. You do the little squinty eyes. And with those successes, yeah, you find like a birthstone ring your mom got her like ages ago. She's just always had. She doesn't always wear it, but she's pretty fond of it.
That's her ring. Right there. When did you get this? And she'll top over the ring.
And he comes over like on the other side and kind of looks which one are you talking about? And he slides the back open to like point out. Because, you've got to kind of guide him to which one you're talking about. There's a lot of rings in that case. A lot of engagement and wedding rings, too.
She'll point it to him. Like, she's not going to, like, grab it or anything, but she's, like pointing right at there, that one with the birthstone.
Oh, this? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that one's actually decent. It's a good hunk of amethyst in there. And he goes and he pulls it out. And, it's got a little tag attached to it, of course, because it's in a pawn shop. Yeah, I want to say we got this one through a batch just yesterday, so sometime in the last 2 weeks.
A batch?
Oh, he actually, like, he ducks it back in there, but he leans forward to explain. So when we get jewelry and they don't plan to come back for it, I've actually got a guy who can test the metal and will check the stones and make sure they're real, So I send him batches, and he checks them over to make sure they're good and sends them back to me.
Oh, Christ.
Would you keep a copy of the receipt that you paid for it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no problem. He fucking he goes to pluck it out and like flips the little tag over and mumbles a series of numbers just to help himself remember, and then closes the case, goes back over to where he's got like, the area where the register is, and he pulls out like this massive like file folder, like one of those accordion ones, and starts flicking through it, finds the appropriate day, fishes through, pulls out the little receipt, offers it over. I
That's
can make
all.
a copy if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, no problem. Just feel free to look around. I'll be right back. And yeah, he just goes to like goes over, kind of pauses, glances, like, please, that glance around, like, oh, please be legit, and finally, eases through a push door. You'll hear a copier firing up.
You just look at Wendy. Receipt proves paper trail. It's a lead.
Yeah, she is aggressively pacing back and forth across the floor.
You know what he's good? Like, he just backs over the bill and looks over. See if that cinnamon girl's been going around for the past couple of weeks. That means at least some of the hookers around this area know who she is.
Yeah, probably.
So we're probably gonna have to start there if we want to pick up a name, what she was doing, where they were going.
Yeah.
And this girl that's missing, I don't know. It fits for the age profile that I've discovered they like, 18 to 25.
Anton,
Yeah.
I need you to listen to me. That girl has been gone for 4 years.
But she was in here yesterday. Well, the other week. That's the thing.
Or maybe one of 100 girls that look just like her.
Hmm.
And you want to string this girl along, get 4 C notes out of her. I don't care. But our likelihood of finding her sister, as useful as she may turn out to be, is low. Wherever this cinnamon is, a little higher.
We already found cinnamon. We opened the book and point.
This is what I get for being the guy who just comes into town when you need people shot. I'm sorry.
Jane and I found her in the mortuary. That's what we think is cinnamon, at least. And he'll lean in again. They drained her dry. They're obviously using the blood for something.
This isn't the conversation for here.
We'll just nod. But we need to... You'll just go, say, as he looks back over, we need to establish who knew her and what she was doing in a couple of weeks before she went missing.
Okay.
So, if you gotta pay, bribe them, do whatever you need to do. The homeless shelter's the key. And just nod back and walk around again. Waits for the guy to come back, and you know what? He'll get a receipt of the fucking
Hey, it only takes
Guitar.
a couple minutes.
He'll get a receipt of the guitar as well, because that would have a name of who paid for it as well, maybe, if he's lucky.
I mean, the whole point is that anyone can bring it in. It's just you get a receipt with the number for the item, how much you were paid for it, and if you want it back, you have to pay that and probably some interest for them essentially holding it and not selling it if you want it to stay there. In this case, both of the items are for sale, so it was just a flat cost, but they do still, in theory, whoever brought it in has a copy of the receipt, so if they want to come back and claim it, they can, and they can just pay off the original cost instead of whatever he marks it up to for sale.
Anton will also ask as well, the Johns that she was selling in any of the stuff, did anyone in particular seem quite aggressive about it? More so than usual?
Aggressive about what?
They're getting dropped over in a pawn shop.
Oh yeah, I had a couple guys come in here real angry, but I mean, he kind of shrugs as if this is perfectly normal to him.
Anyone a bit, I don't want to say rougher, but you get the vibe. Anyone that is a bit more, you think about what the right word to use, and he looks over a bit more imposing. That you definitely would get the vibe, had a bit more menace to him.
I mean, he kind of sways the hands. He's like, kid, look. I mean, look what side of town we're on. Look what street I'm on. I got bars in the window for a reason.
No, I get
a lot
that.
of them.
I get that. I'm not talking about your typical gangbanger. Anyone distinctive from your typical gangbanger or whatever around the place.
Just kind of shakes his head. No. Not really. I mean, it's just a matter of what kind of degree of asshole we're dealing with when it's someone coming to claim something that was taken and pawned.
Nods. Okay.
I mean, you should see. I've got. He gestures over the phone. I've got the fucking police on speed dial. These guys get real aggressive when I tell them that they need a receipt for the item to get it back.
Would you be able to sell back the girls? The points at the ring.
And considering the intimidation roll earlier, he's like, yeah.
I'll give you some money to cover the charge.
Yeah, it's just, and he plucks it out. And yeah, I mean, it's both on the copy of the receipt you have and, actually, it's just on the copy of the receipt. The number marked on the ring itself is higher, much higher.
Of course it will be.
So, I mean, that's how he makes his money.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, he's like, I mean, I'll give it to you for what I asked or what I gave for it in the first place.
Sure.
And he, like, just plucks off the little, the little tag.
Yeah, Anton just fish in his wallet and just put the cash on the table, and just start walking towards the door. Just looks aggravated.
Yeah, the guy's happy enough to take the cash and just kind of pitches a hopeful look over to Wendy because she looks like the kind of person who's ready to smash some shit. That's his product, man.
Thank you. I'm sure you've been helpful.
Doing
I
my
have
best.
to go. And she just bolts out the door and starts pacing the sidewalk in front of the shop.
All right, Bill, do you want to do anything before you leave? Any antics?
New.
All right, then yeah. As soon as the three of you are out, he very, very studiously locks the door, pulls the bars, locks them. You can see him going around flicking some things on, flicking some things off, probably making sure his security's set. Doing his rigmarole, but the lights for the most part go out, and he ends up moving into the back. And you're left in front of a pawn shop on the sidewalk.
Anton just lights a cigarette and just lets out a breath and just looks around.
How much did she sell it for?
How much did she sell it for?
Oh, I just realized this is flip-flopped. There you go. I don't know, probably for a ring where there was no proof on the stone and it was a silver band, probably maybe $50.
$50.
50? That's it?
Considering there's no proof of the stone quality and it's a silver band, I can imagine he charged the most minimal price and then would skyrocket the price higher once he found out the actual value of it or devalue. That's how they work, how they make money.
I know Mom paid more than that for it. I know it meant more to her than $50. I've got one too. I've still got it.
Well,
and she just keeps pacing in front of her.
You've got that one back now.
I mean, it's nice and I appreciate it, but why would she sell it for $50? It meant more to her than that.
You said she was in a cult.
Yeah, she left a bunch of stuff that was arguably more valuable.
All right, so Heather.
And she took that just to sell it for $50? Yes.
So you're getting worked up, and I can tell that she's at this point kind of fueling her own fire. And just like you've known at certain points, you need to walk out, you need to do this, you need to do that. You almost on autopilot just kind of peel around the side of the store. You need to do something. You want to break something. You just kind of wheel in because you figure maybe around the corner here there'll be a bottle you can throw. Just anything. You just need to let some of that out. So you start as you're talking, that's where you're working your way around.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you don't realize you've done it until the bottle smashes against an alley wall. You found just a random bottle, picked it up and hucked it full force. And it was a little satisfying. Just a little.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, this ring is worth so much more. The sentimental value alone, but you know your mom paid a lot more than that. That's a great stone. It's worth so much more than that.
Yeah, no, fuck. She's gonna like look around for a dumpster or something with more stuff to chuck because that helped.
Yeah, I mean, and feel free to continue ranting as you do. I'm just guiding you along.
Yeah, no, she's rooting through the dumpster. Why, what possibly of all the things? Why would she keep that for so long just to sell it now? Just like there are cans, bottles. You hear them smashing on the side of the building. You hear the dumpster rattling around. It almost sounds like she's trying to move or tip over the dumpster.
She
You
just
can hear
stack-
her screaming every time she does.
Anton just stacks up against the wall, watches. Still smoking a cigarette. Because he's not stupid. I'm not going to interfere with that. I'll get an elbow to the face, probably. And I'll get mad. But no, he just watches.
All right,
You know
Heather.
what, Katie?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Would you
Is
like
it
to
you-
roll?
Yes.
Go ahead, madam.
Okay. Hi, Nova. 1 second, sweetheart. Okay. So that's
Mommy's
6
trying to
dice.
first change. Yes. In fact, I'll say you work yourself up to a 7th. Let's make sure.
This is going to be funny if she fails. Nah, no, he's not
no,
supposed to
she,
fucking brawl. Jesus
No, she
fuck,
didn't
no.
thrall, but she succeeded with flying colors. Accurate. You might want to get back in there, buddy.
Yep. Second she checks Krynos, Anton's like, oh, fuck me. It runs in and will explode into Krynos.
Yeah, you just keep needing. You need to smash something. You need to do anything. You punch the dumpster, and the thing that sets you off is you finally just haul off, and you're not thinking about it, and you just slam your fist into the dumpster, and like you did not think about what you were doing. And that dumpster is made of metal, and like the knuckles split and start to bleed, and that extra little bit of pain on top of everything else, it's just that last little grain of sand you needed to tip the scale as you go just ape shit. And everything goes red.
Yep. Here we go.
And this is where we roll initiative.
19.
Jesus fuck, Anton. Anton was so ready.
What's that? Combat in Krynos, you say? The Ragabash explodes at the Krynos.
All right, I will give Bob a moment to sit back down because he should be just a second. Secky sec. Make sure you get yours, Heather.
All right. Oh, come on, Discord, wake up. There we go.
So yeah, recap for Bill, who was standing up. She's gone in, been marching around, been throwing stuff, and finally punches the dumpster. And I mean, Bill, you know that fucking sound as she just rips into Krynos. And Anton gives a call for you and lunges the rest of the way into the alley. You're still right at the corner. You can either do something at the mouth of the alley to make sure you don't attract attention, or bull in and try to bull her deeper down. You can do whatever, but you need to give me that initiative. Oh, I got it. Come on, Heather. You could do it.
Come on, let's go.
All right,
There we go.
Time to play Honeybee. Let's
8.
time to play Lex Honeybee. Let's fight on Mars. Let's do this.
Oh, God. Well, you guys definitely have the initiative over Baby. So,
All right. Dropping 2 rage. Going in for that grapple.
And on the bright side, we're doing vanilla grapple instead of modified grapple.
Look at that grapple roll.
Cool.
11 successes.
So there is no automatic defense, and that's 11 successes. Jesus Christ. All right.
I will apply damage to knock her out.
All right, give her a little squeeze, a little squish. It'll be bashing because you're both in Krynos. There's no
Yeah.
size difference going on. If she was a tiny person, it would be lethal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 levels of backing.
Jesus.
That's cr-
Roll your Krynos stamina there.
Remember
Heather.
Remember that part of Age of Ultron where he's just like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
All right.
If I knock her out in
let's-
one, I'm going to do the most amazing American football tackle Bill has ever seen.
You fucking might.
Uh,
Jesus Christ, that was insane.
Let's see that soak.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3, 4,
5.
5.
So
So
she is just short of out cold.
I mean, I charge, right? Anton just ducks under her sweeping hand and just connects with her.
His name is John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, we bounce off the wall, but I still got that fucking iron grip as I rip her around, like wrenching her. Probably I break one of her arms, I'm going to say, for thematics. You know what I mean? With
Oh,
the sheer
yeah.
force.
Her head slams against the wall, everything. I don't think you get stunned in Frenzy. We'll just have you auto spend the rage.
Yeah, you automatically spend it.
So you will not be stunned, but Jesus Christ, it's Bill's turn. As you get
Bill.
slammed against a wall in pure red fucking frenzy.
Bill runs interference.
What are you gonna do, Bill?
I
Drop
have
kick her,
no
Bill.
fucking idea.
Drop kick her, Bill. It's goodly bomb this bitch.
That would be the smart move.
All right, fine. I'm gonna run in and drop kick her.
What's up? He just fucking slapped it.
The fucking drop kick. Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
I'm gonna have to spend a rage to go to Krynos, so this is gonna get tragic.
That was.
I mean, you're getting one for entering anyways, so
if Bearman Bill actually drop kicks her, that would be the greatest
All right,
thing
what's
ever.
my difficulty to drop
to
kick her?
specifically drop kick as opposed
Yeah.
to normal. Oh my god, hold on.
He
Let's
said drop kick.
hold on. We're just gonna use the roundhouse kick that I made up because why the fuck not? Because this is ridiculous. So diff 8 but -2 because she's grappled. So diff,
Diff
6.
All right. I've
Please
got
don't
7
murder
dice
the
for
baby.
This. I've got 7 dice for this.
Oh my god.
Because Krynos gives me +1 dex paradoxically. So
Oh my lord.
I got 7 dice. And I don't fail.
How many?
Even at diff 8, I don't fail. I got 1
No,
success.
you're at diff
but
6 because she's
Yeah,
she's
last two
grappled.
It
diff-
doesn't matter. It was all 1s, 8s, and 10s. It was a blur of fucking.
Okay, so you got
1s,
one
8s,
success,
10s, and
so
meat.
it's +3 bashing.
You fucking kidding? Okay.
Dude, the drop kick, the kick mechanic we did is pretty intense.
All right. All right.
It's
Let's see if
essentially a
this-
kick version of a
let's see if-
haymaker.
Let's see if this goes in my favor first.
She's on 5. We just need to get her. We just
One,
need to get her.
two,
I
three,
score
4,
4
5.
damages. 5 damages.
All right,
5
all right.
damage.
let's have that soak.
Soak none of it. Fuck you.
I mean,
However, it's 2 more.
She's out.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. That's all you needed was one more,
So
right on the button.
So Bill runs and he comes at the angle and jumps and his foot just side
actually
of her
got that.
fucking head.
I've got the gift that what Bill and Anton do in the chat.
Here's
Oh,
the
no.
irony is that it has a knockdown, so he literally drop kicks so hard that both you and her go onto the ground.
Katie,
I
look
mean,
at Katie, look at the gif.
What? Hold on, let me look.
What have you done? Oh my god!
That's what we do.
Oh my lord, everyone's on the ground, but hey, she's out cold.
Bill relaxes Ahmed.
Yeah, I snap into Hamid.
She
Anton's lying there.
shrinks, and for the sake of how that would have gone, Heather, in theory you gained 2, but you would have spent 3 +1, so you spent 4, so you're back down to 5, I believe.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. I'm
I
too
don't-
fat for this.
I'm too fucking old. I don't know when it sits up.
Shut up, you baby. 18-year-old man, baby. Oh,
That's a fucking another one.
probably.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one.
As much fun as it is to have you guys wake up in the right form, Heather, you will revert
Oh, yes, that's right. Because
unconscious.
there we go.
All right, let's get
Um,
free titty out of here before this gets any worse.
Bring the car in the alleyway.
I will
I got-
bring the car. I'm getting the car.
Tosses in the keys.
Yeah, because it gets the car.
Anton just does the defensive covering with the jacket, like you just come over here, pulls the bit around, like hides her essentially behind the bit.
All right, we're gonna roll for this because it'll take a second to pull the car over. High or low, Anton?
High roller baby. Can sit
Oh
on the
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
She
no.
will, in fact, wake up before the car is there.
I got this.
It was right on the nosy, so
I got
Wendy
this.
is going to wake up naked in an alley.
Anton's slowly getting up, like looking around, like, oh. Then looks over, like, oh shit, she's waking up.
Yeah, you have that half second of glance, and oh, the lids are blinking. Fuck.
Oh, it's okay. I gotta. What would Anton do in this second? Fuck it. You punch her.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 6. I don't know what my diff is. Oh, actually, she's on the ground. It's -1 diff. Yeah, it's 2 successes. There you go.
It's -2, so
There you go. 1 2 3. Boom.
so can Hamid, Heather.
Knock her back out again.
You knock her back out. You're further down this time, so you'll stay out longer because it's not right on the nose.
Yeah, it's like she's like blink, 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 and Anton just poof, right
Yeah,
in the
you
fucking
don't
nose.
even fully come to. The eyelids start to move, like flutter, and then just bam, it's dark.
As before Bill even arrives, Anton just goes, "I'm sorry."
Bill, 120% ignorant of this series of events, drives up like nothing's wrong.
Anton just wraps her up in the jacket very carefully, just lifts her over the shoulder, puts her in the back seat, doesn't ask why her nose is bleeding. Nope. Gets in the car like
Bill assumes that his sick ass
drop kick.
drop kick did it.
The 3D. Light the cigarette as he goes in, Whew. All right, back to the HQ.
That's okay. Bill knows what to play in a time like this. Because now Bill's driving. So Bill knows what to play. As they drive back to the home base.
God damn it, Bill.
It's return of the old 97s.
Yeah, Anton is just like, that's another one we have, Bill.
Yep.
We have Becca Guru.
Look, at this point, Carlita's going to become a guru. She's going to go rampaging around her McMansion, break all her valuables. Watch, it's going to fucking happen.
I didn't even think we could have one more. What the fuck are we gonna do with her?
I don't know. Well, actually, she's kind of like a sweetheart case from the ramshackle that's left of her life. Look, her parents are like all bereaved and fuck-sided. She dropped out of med school. She doesn't even hold a fucking job. She has no permanent residence. This is actually kind of cake.
I mean, you do have a point. Considering the hassle JJ was, like, this might be actually
Yeah,
easy.
holy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
She
Fuck.
disappeared herself. This is easy.
Fuck.
All we gotta
I mean-
do is get her on the program.
I mean, that'd be easy. She has
Yeah.
a missing sister, right?
Yeah, we can take advantage of that.
Yeah, we can totally take advantage of this.
Yeah.
All right. We'll play the effective strategy. I'll come in as the usual good cop leader. You come as the wise old sage man who's seen too much shit.
Okay.
Just nods. As they're driving along, like discussing battle tactics.
You know, I fucking hate driving in here. Oh, look, the fucking cleaning lady ghosts are active again. They're going to ask me for the... How many servants did your family have? They all died there.
Do we have a spare room for her? Who the fuck's she gonna sleep with?
You know what? She can use my room. I barely use it anyway.
All right, we'll
You
put
have an
her.
appalling number of rooms.
Yeah, but Don's just like, we'll put her somewhere where we can keep her seen. We don't want another JJ incident.
So my room.
Yeah, your room. Then we'll move her into another like her room thing. It's like a trial basis. That's what we do. This is like parenting, Bill.
This is nothing like
So,
Stitch.
spoiler alert. It's a half-hour drive, and admittedly, it shouldn't take her that long to wake up. But knowing you two,
Yeah,
she will in fact stay unconscious until you get there one way or another.
They're just reaching blindly into the backseat.
Oh my god.
beating the shit out of her as we're driving.
Bill, we don't tase people. Bam!
It's more humane to punch to the face, Bill. God, Dexter. What happened to you, Anton? You used to be so good.
Oh my lord.
But eventually, yeah, we get to the mansion one way or fucking another.
Somehow that we will not go into detail on, she stays asleep until you are home.
You'll carry her out, you know. We will yell like, Becca!
Is she like beefy? She seemed like she's built for this.
She's got, I mean, she seems pretty beefy.
All right, that'll be helpful.
Yeah. Like I said, she's Guru Becca. Like, minus the tattoos, that's pretty much Becca's body.
We'll have to like.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Anyway, we'll have to.
God damn it, and Bill just walks in, like, trying not to laugh at the. But yeah,
Well,
get that
yeah.
out of
Shove her in front of the fountain, see what her job is.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when she's awake. We gotta do the explaining bit first.
Yeah, first you gotta figure out where you're gonna drop her before she wakes up again.
Yeah, we're like, Becca!
Yeah,
Or hide.
What?
We've got another.
Jesus!
We've got another one.
Another what? Another dead body?
Another
No,
us.
Us.
Oh.
It's a girl, so I need get some of your clothes. She's like about
Yeah.
your body size.
There's finally like a Becca peering over the stair rail, like, are you fucking serious?
And tell your
All
dad
right.
to load the rock salt in case she gets testy.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Like, makes a little gesture over the
I'm
side
touching
and like,
dead people.
Todd walks upstairs like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. As he's walking up.
are you guys taking her upstairs? Or are you putting her in the parlor that you usually use? Are you
Well,
just dropping her in a living room or something?
We'll put her in the parlor that we usually
parlor.
use.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's first floor. You can stay on the
Yeah.
first floor. Becca will move around. You hear the pitter patter of bare feet going around, but eventually Becca will come back down the stairs. And yeah, somewhere in the midst of this chaos, yeah, Wendy, you're gonna start waking up.
Yeah, I'd have definitely set her down and like probably zipped up the jacket as well, so she's not completely stark fucking naked and shit. And then I'll take a step back and sit on the chairs and wait for her to wake up.
Why does everything hurt? What happened to my face?
Oh,
God, what happened to my rib? Oh,
Happens the first time.
the first time what? Where am I?
You're with us. There's gonna be some things you're gonna want to hear, so but you're with us. It's safe. It's like a safe location.
Why am I? Is this your jacket? What did you do to me?
Bill leaves the room.
I thought just looks over like,
Thanks, Bill.
yeah, just hang on, wait a minute. Don't you leave me don't you leave me the single parent. But Anton would be like, nothing's happened to you. I haven't done anything except save your life.
Save me from what?
Yourself.
What did I finally lose what little bit of sanity I have left and rip all my clothes off and thrash myself on the alley? Is that what I did?
Oh,
Oh, kind of.
tried to kill us first.
Oh, the fuck! What the fuck? The shit. Whoa.
The best part is there's a big talking wolf in the doorway, and coming in through, like nudging him aside, like, Bill, get the fuck out of the way. Jesus, is it's fucking Becca. I mean, and she presents as pictured pretty much, albeit coming in with a handful of clothes that look kind of like the stretchy, comfy stuff, like, you know, probably a pair of like yoga pants, a big t-shirt, a sports bra, and she basically comes over and is like, "Here you go on."
Who are you? Did you hear that talk? I heard it talk. What is it even doing here?
Oh, the girl there can't understand me. He can, though. So this
Yeah.
isn't entirely a Detective Pikachu situation.
No, she glances back and is like, "Nah, I can't hear a fucking word he says. I know he's talking though." Like, gives him a squint.
Yeah. Hey, Becca, hey. Guess what I remember all the time? How I always get the gristly part of the steak. Don't think I don't fucking notice. I know. All right.
Just looks over and gives a "Ugh," and then look back over as, you know, Beck is one of our people, so.
Yeah,
There's
Becca
some-
will also flit out. Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, don't think like Becca's one of our people. We'll help you get back proper clothes, but for now, she's got some spares.
Thanks.
Yeah, she'll
And-
also flit out like a throw blanket. You know, it's smallish, but it's enough that she can cover her bits and pieces, something to wrap herself up in.
Yeah, and you know what? She takes that blanket, and you know, just pulls on the pants, and then you know, like you know, when she's got the pants on, she'll kind of wrap it around herself while she shimmies out of Anton's jacket and into a shirt.
She'll eventually feel a little tug on the blanket as Becca just literally moves over and snags two of the edges to hold it up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And just sits in the chair, probably like the picture, like reverses and just sitting there smoking, just waiting.
So,
So you're probably gonna want to sit down.
you guys aren't detectives.
Kind of.
mean, kind of.
I'll put it like this. You'd kind of gestured like so you can sit like right across from him.
Yeah, she'll sit.
First of all, I'm Anton. This is Bill.
Nice to meet you. Hello, Bill. And
Hello, Miss Crane.
she kind
He's
of
a
like
he's a normal person. He's just giving you a perspective of something. He looks the exact same as me.
he's a wolf.
That was the guy that was with me earlier.
Every time I do the transformation, the first go around in front of one of you people, it's like a cat with its tail stuck in the window.
The best part is he's doing this, and the outside is a and like Becca like thwaps his shoulder as she's heading out. Like, Jesus, Bill, what the fuck?
Why must you strike me, woman?
She's
Why
heading
is
out.
he so angry and
He's a
Tiny.
bear. Just don't. He leans in. He gets a bit sensitive about things. Don't mind him.
he's a bear.
It's complicated.
But look, I'll put it into perspective. Me, Bill, there's a few others of us here. We're what you call guru. You're one as well. And what you're undergoing is what they call the first change.
I don't call anything guru. The first change sounds like an allegory for puberty. Did you kidnap me? Is my sister here?
No, your
No.
sister's not here. We have just prevented you from massacring several people in an alleyway.
Probably
No.
would have tuned up that pawn shop guy first.
Yeah, you would have
No,
ripped him to pieces.
no.
Yeah.
No, I'm. Okay, look, so I punched that guy, but
You
you
ever
would have punched
feel-
him too if he said that. If you
You
heard
ever-
the things he said.
You ever feel really angry all the time? Like it's a constant state of rage that you just can't control it some days? You just
No.
you just can't explain why you're so
No.
angry.
No. Mm-mm. No. Never.
People avoid situations with you. Cross the street to get away from you. Can't stay in the same room for very long.
You're angry right now?
Tell me,
I
Miss
feel that-
Crane, how did pre-med go with that kind of curse hanging over your head?
Yes, I'm angry now. I. Everything hurts. I'm in a strange person's house. With no offense, you seem lovely. With strange people, I don't know where nobody knows I'm here. Oh my God, you're going to kill me.
No,
You're
I'm
going
not
to kill me
go-
and sell my organs.
Slow the fuck down. I'm not going to be doing anything. If anything, I'm saving your fucking life. So, let's not start this
Yeah.
bullshit. I'm going to just say it straight facts. You can shift into a gigantic 9-foot death machine and you can tear people in half. You feel angry all the time and you have a supernatural element to you that will make you angry all the time.
Forever.
Okay. That's insane.
It is, and we've all gone through it.
And frankly, biologically impossible.
Look at Bill there. Bill, go to Krynos.
Okay. I was just going to point out she was having practically a separate conversation with a full-born wolf, but let's do this.
Show her.
He'll shift to Krynos.
That's not possible.
Now shift down to Hamid, Bill.
That's not possible. That is not possible.
Show her. She can't. She doesn't understand that you revert back to a human form.
Fine.
No, that is a scientific impossibility.
Yeah, I told myself the exact same thing.
No,
But
it really is. Do you know the amount of calories you would have to consume in a day in
We
order
have
to
to-
be able to
We have to
pull
eat
that
much.
off?
We have to eat that much food in a day. Yes, it is.
Bill pulls up a bag of Baconators and just starts.
Never mind what that kind of caloric intake would do to your body. And you can't just
You
shift
don't-
muscle mass around like that. It has to go somewhere. You can't be 9 foot tall 1 minute. And I'm sorry, how tall are you, Bill? Like
Miss
what,
Crane.
6 foot?
Shut the fuck up and listen. I'll put it like that. Because my patience is getting tested and even I'm getting angry. And I don't get angry as much as Bill does.
Listen. Conservation of mass does not apply to magic werewolves.
No.
The calorie thing, though, is dead the fuck on. Just
Yeah.
shoving his face full of Baconator.
We gotta eat food. That's what you're gonna eat. You're gonna eat a lot.
Like a
Yeah.
lot.
Now, judging by the way you're rambling and the way you're pacing and the way you are, you're probably like JJ, which means public is gonna be very fucking difficult for you.
But hey, bright side, you don't have to deal with college anymore.
What? What do you mean? Who's JJ? Why
JJ's
would
another one of
Being in
J-
public be an issue? She's stolen like food from Bill and started shoving it in her mouth because
The
fuck,
rage-
she is hungry.
the rage you feel, like myself, like Bill, like the others that are here, it affects people. Normal people. People like Becca, it doesn't affect them. They're like special. They
So was the pawn shop guy special?
no.
No,
Or
he was
just a weirdo.
terrified.
He was goddamn terrified of all three of us in the room.
Okay.
Now, that rage can mass and build up and up to the point where you snap, just like you did there. And you don't think, all you see is a red mist, right?
Don't remember what the fuck happened? And you wake up somewhere
rem-
completely buck-ass naked wondering what the fuck you just did?
I remember punching the dumpster.
Yeah. Pain usually makes you more angry.
You flipped on us not long after.
Yeah. Bill and I tackled you and calmed you down. And what usually happens while you wake up naked is, well, your clothes usually...
So, conservation of mass doesn't apply to magic werewolves, but waking up naked does because that
It's-
mass won't fit in your clothes.
Pretty much how it is. You can do
Yeah.
some other things, which means your clothes will stay on, but we'll get more to that later.
Okay.
Right now, I need to put this into perspective. There are people out there that will and are actively trying to kill you. There are things out there right now that are actively every day looking for you and looking to try and kill you. They are probably the ones responsible for your sister's disappearance.
I'm sorry, what?
Myself, Bill, all the other people here are fighting a war. That's what you've after being indoctrinated into, because you changed.
And that involves werewolves that are like us, but not like us.
Completely corrupted. There's not just them, there is other things out there. Creepier things that will and hunt us and the likes of Becca. Because your sister, because of the blood and the way it operates, she's not a guru like you, but she's a kin. And that's what they hunt. Us and them. So they're more than likely responsible for her going and disappearing.
Okay, well. So we kill those things and then I get my sister back. Is that what you're telling me?
It's basically the way it works is we gotta figure out, you gotta first get yourself under control. We gotta figure out what they're doing, and yes, we kill them and we find your sister. But first things first, before you even take those steps, is you gotta learn to control yourself. You gotta learn how to fight as a unit, as a working team member. Because I'll put this into perspective, Wendy. The only reason Bill and I and the rest of these people in this house are alive is because we work as a team. Nobody works on their own, because when you're on your own, you're more likely dead.
Well, last time I fought by myself, I nearly got pasted. Kinda.
I was on my own for a while before I found everybody. And you barely make it. You barely survive.
So, let's say I agree to be part of your team. What?
Mm-hmm.
What next?
Well, we teach you how to manage. We teach you how to survive. We teach you how to adapt. And then your problems become our problems. Our problems become yours, and we work together. We help you find your sister. We kill these things that are trying to kill us. And you and us try to survive. And we protect. Gestures outside. I could point out there. The trees, the woods, the forest, everything. The people, like Becca, like others.
These
And if you roll a
things,
certain way, I teach you all kinds of freaky shit.
they're you said they're corrupted. Like,
Yeah.
how?
They indulge themselves on things like power, things like violation, things like obsession. They corrupt their hearts and their minds. And then they acquire something called taint. Now that taint can manifest as doing things day by day until it becomes deeper and more to the point where it attaches to the very soul. Now, there are other things out there that are born like that, naturally. That's the worm. The things we're fighting against, they're agents of it.
Okay. So, if these things have my sister, how did her ring end up in a pawn shop?
I'm not saying they do, but it's a very likely possibility.
To answer your question, the routes that your sister's ring could have taken to get into that pawn shop prior to her being taken, if she was taken, are nearly infinite. From what you were describing, your sister was in a situation that smells a lot like cult. And a lot of these cults get people to give up their personal belongings, usually at a profit.
We've been discovering bodies ritually marked with these spirals. That's what they're called, spirals. They mark them ritualistically,
What do you
cultishly.
mean?
He'll flick open his notebook and, well, he'll show the full drawing of the body. And that is a dead body with all these weird runic spirals marked all over, like a drawing of it. That way.
Wow. That is messed up. But wow.
Anton here specializes in a lot of our more earthbound foes. Other people take a more spiritual approach. I, however, am our only resident expert on the human dead.
Myself, I'm what they call a ragabash. I operate quietly, I operate quickly. Bill here is what they call a philodox. Weighs up things, analyzes things.
And I'm what? JJ?
JJ is in our room. Now, I don't know if you're one fully, but you seem to have similar symptoms. In our room, our frontline fighters.
Fountain will sort it out.
Yeah, we've got a thing to worry and assess what you are.
The fountain?
We'll get more into that, but there's like a whole other thing that we got to talk you through, but one step at a time. We don't want to overload you.
Okay, so do you know what made these markings?
They did, with a knife.
Knife. Are you sure it was a knife?
Specifically one that cuts into the bone so they can get right at the marrow.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Pointing there, they enter right at the marrow bone, going right into the skin, and they pull along.
Hey, you have the original. It's just a drawing, wasn't it? Here, give me that book.
Look it up.
She'll hand it over.
Marrow bones. Marrow bones. Not a knife.
Yeah.
Claws.
No, it was a knife.
Did that thing look like it could hold a knife?
They can go into different forms like we can, Bill.
They can, but she was practically rabid.
From what I could analyze, that was a knife. They used a specific knife. They even ordered it in.
Remind me, sorry, I zoned out for a second to let you guys do your thing. Are we like talking about the normal cuts or like the cuts specifically meant to drain her out?
The cuts that Anton noticed that was specifically done,
the very specific ones, most of them were either the shallow ones or the ones I think you're thinking of are ones that were done with essentially like, you know, when you do like dissect a frog, they give you those specific little T-topped straight pins to pin it open, to pin things down. They're thicker than a normal pin. They're long enough to get to things, and they were used to pierce, going for bundles of nerves, not going for bone. Yeah. So they were specifically, like, there's a lot of marks that, and actually, yeah, especially with your medical degree, a lot of the marks, they're all made in places that are going to hurt, where the skin is very soft, where it's not exposed to a lot of trauma. It's always like the inside of the elbow, under the arm, back of the knee, you know, in the creases of the digits. But the ones that stand out are, there's a lot of stab marks, small stab marks, but you know where the nervous system is, and it's targeting nerve bundles that are accessible.
Look,
It's literally meant to do like mind-rending pain.
I'm not like, I'm not dumb about these things. I don't have a degree. I'm not dumb about these things. Those, and like she'll point it out. Those are nerves.
I know. That's what that's what they specialize in, is pain.
Yeah, the amount of pain that is.
Sadism is a regular practice of theirs. It's what they get their power off of.
That is unconscionable levels of torture.
Exactly. That's what they feed off of. They drain the blood too. They use it for the rituals, you see. He was bone dry when I found her. Bone dry.
That takes time.
It does. By the looks of things, they hung her upside down while they did it. By the ligature marks.
Nope, they hung her right side up.
Oh, right side up, sorry. Blah.
Yeah, you'd normally hang them upside down. She was hung right side up.
They hung her right side up by the ligature marks. So they could probably look into her eyes as they did it.
Unusual.
No. I wanted to watch her die.
I mean, okay, yes, that is what that implies, but I don't know. It's just usually more effective to hang upside down.
It's not about being effective.
Not if it's about torture.
No, they wanted her to feel it all, every aspect of it, like it was part of a formal ritual, so that she could see everything that was being done to her. So in the end, she'd welcome it.
Okay.
So they take the very soul from her. He just stares down the drawing again, like really, like even Bill sees, like, Jesus, Anton, like, you know, it's that kind of deep stares. He just looks down at it. But anyway,
Right. Bad things. That's what we're fighting.
yeah. There is a couple of us here. Myself, Bill, Jane, JJ. There's one or two others, although they filter in and out more than anything. But we're the ones that stay and fight. Rupert as well. Then the kin are myself, the kin are Becca and Heidi. Now this place, this is where my family used to own, who were like me. It's safe. We keep it safe. It's out of the way. You're in the town, you're in Natural Bridge.
Okay.
We have a rule. You don't go anywhere on your own outside of this house. Currently, considering what we're facing in Roanoke. Because if you go out on your own and you're not prepared, well, you do damage to yourself, and more importantly, you'll do damage to people. If you snap and lose control. I've seen it. Bill's seen it. We've had to stumble into massacres at parties where you'd have ripped through 7 or 6 people like it was cutting a knife through cake.
I always thought those stories were urban legends.
We did too. Now, if you can abide by that rule and take your time, learn with us, work with us, we'll help, we'll provide, we'll take care of you. But you gotta meet us halfway.
Halfway is
Taking our advice. Taking what we say as something serious because we're not talking to upset or offend you. We're talking from experience. And we've learned the hard way. And we've paid for it the hard way.
okay. I can't promise I'm not going to say anything offensive.
I'm not saying about saying anything offensive. I'm saying working with us. Meeting us halfway to work with us. Not trying to sneak off and run off.
Yeah. No. I've got shit in a storage locker.
Saying it ain't going anywhere. If needs be, one of us can go check it.
You know what, Anton? She will hand you the key
We'll take it.
when you get in there. You'll see why. There's everything I've worked on is there.
We'll get you a bit calmer, figure out the basics, and then we'll go together and figure out what we're dealing with. Sound good?
Yeah, just I'm here. I'm looking for her. I'm a threat. Just make sure nothing gets stolen. Like
I'll make sure.
furniture, whatever. I don't care. The
I'll
boxes, papers.
I'll give her the check over later on. You got any family there? You said your family were a ways away.
Yeah, I don't think they know I'm gone yet.
That's good. That means you can disappear quickly. And you're going to need to. Because they will target your family or your family will be put at risk. You got any friends, roommates?
Mm. And my roommate back at the dorms already knows I dropped out. I stayed with her cousin for a little bit. Justin?
Here in the city. In
Yeah.
Roanoke.
I moved out earlier today, actually.
Okay. As far as anybody aware, you moved out. Because people can't know about us. People will die if they know about us. Because we'll have to cover our tracks. No, I don't want to do that. But I'll do what I have to keep these people here safe. And you'll have to do that too.
Whoa. What do you mean?
I'm saying if you go around telling your friends willy-nilly about things, and you decide to let people know, that means that people will come here. Mainly people can get themselves killed. Because there are people here that are hiding. There are people here that are scared and people jump to conclusions. And as well, things of the worm will follow those people. Things of the worm will hear it. And they'll come here. There is rules. I've already killed one person. Not intentionally. But they snooped in here and they found it. And I had to do what I had to do to protect the people here. Now, if you don't want that on your conscience,
I will keep my mouth shut.
just nods. Again, not coldly, but just, it's very matter of fact.
Will finally be a light little knock over at the door frame, the door into the room.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, little head pokes in.
Hey, sweetie.
Becca told me to bring this. And she toddles in, barefoot. No straw hat inside, but all the bright, straw yellow hair, and that just comes over and offers Anton, a big old first aid kit. Glancing over to Wendy, and just kind of says, you said she was kind of beat up.
Yeah. Thanks, Sonny. Give her a smile and why don't you tell her? This is Heidi, Wendy. Heidi, why don't you tell her who me Bill are? So she understands.
She blinks over, and I mean, for all the world, it's the most innocent open face. Well, they keep us safe from everything, from all the bad things. Keep me safe. Like, actually reaches over and like plays with Anton's hair a little bit, not like anything like super intimate, just almost distractedly. The bad things got my mom and got my dad, but not me.
And
Keep us
now they
safe.
keep you safe.
Mhm.
And Becca, too?
Yeah.
And Becca. I mean, not everybody knows. I mean, they can't. They're not like us. But they still keep them safe. Is she like you? Like, looks over at Anton.
Nod. Yeah, she's one of us.
It just means you'll keep us all safe too. I mean, it's the biggest smile. She's like a little ray of sunshine. It's fucking distressing how happy she can be after all that morbid talk. She actually like toddles over and offers out a hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Wendy will take her hand and just kind of take it. Yeah, sure. I will help keep you safe. If anyone would like to roll perception empathy.
And
Sure.
it's not a handshake she's going for. It's almost just taking the hand to squeeze it, like as if she thinks she needs to reassure you.
What does one success get me?
There is panic starting to set in on Wendy.
Heidi, why don't you go out for a bit, honey, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for the med kit, okay? Why don't you go out for a bit? You give her a smile.
Yeah, she gives the hand a little last squeeze and yeah, toddles out. Happy as you like.
Anton will just close the door very slowly and sit back down again.
So if I don't stay, what happens?
Depends on what you do.
Let's say I walk out of here and I go back to my apartment.
You could try that, and I won't stop you. But when you take over, when your roommate starts to run from you in panic, or he says something wrong, it makes you snap and you tear his spine out. Cleaning lady comes in to find out what's wrong. You end up killing her too in the frenzy.
And I imagine this applies to douchebag convenience store clerks as much as roommates and cleaning.
There's
ladies.
also a whole nother side of things. That first time you shift over to a world you don't understand, full of spirits, and in the city, spiders that speve impossible webs of pure thread and things that look like they're from a fucking nightmare. Dog with thousands of eyes that clicks and clacks and haunts your very fucking dream.
Wait,
Oh yeah, no. Huh. It's what happens to us if we sleep in Roanoke thanks to those things. They're little watchers. They stalk another realm that we can cross into, sort of like this world, but tip side over. And if you fall in there without us there, well, I'll tell you what, Wendy. You'll die or become far fucking worse. Because
okay.
there are worse things than death. Death, honestly, well, it's a fucking release.
So, what if maybe I saw one of those things in my dreams?
That's what you get for sleeping in Roanoke. They do that. I seen them. You sleep in Roanoke, and they start to hunt you. They start terrorizing your dreams because that's how they work. Pretty sure then they'll find you then. And then, well, like I said, a good quick death is probably the only thing you can pray for.
You realize you sound like this is a cult, right?
If just Anton a shrug. By me keeping you safe and making sure that you don't get brutally killed or worse. Sounds like a cult to you. If that's how you cope with it, that's how you cope with it.
Okay, so I'd say I believe the preponderance of evidence in front of me. The dreams, the bill.
Hmm.
What do I do while I'm here? Can I
You
just-
train. You learn.
Hmm.
We take you out on missions. You learn to adapt. You learn to fight. You learn to study. You learn to watch. You learn to hunt. You protect Heidi and Becca with your life.
And you help me find my sister.
It's pretty much a guarantee. She's a kinfolk. It's our job.
Yep.
I rescued Heidi from when I was very, like, more or less a couple of weeks in. I found her entombed in a spider's nest. And it was about getting ready to feed off her. Like it was feeding off people and turning them into its flesh creation, like toys. I found Heidi in there and I rescued her. They'd done the same to her parents too. And she was the only one left. Becca, me and Bill took care of a problem that was hunting her.
And the fountain is what? Your sorting hat?
No, the fountain gives us information. We switch over to the other side, we go and talk to it, talks back, teaches us things. You see, there's a whole big wild world of us out there, but all of them died not a couple of years ago, so it's just us.
Mm.
So on top of everything else, we're the last survivors of a dead race who have the
No, there are more of us out there. Just in this area, we're pretty much all there is.
Probably drive upstate.
We're not gonna drive up fucking state.
Mm.
Now, I'm what they call the alpha of this little group.
right?
That means I'm in terms of perspective, I've been here the longest. I've seen the most, and I arrange most of the stuff. There's a girl, Jane. She's my second. Bill is my left. Is my right. Sorry, Jane's my right. Bill's my left.
Okay.
You got any questions? You talk to me. You talk to Bill. You talk to Jane, and of course the others. But if you've got any serious questions, me, Jane, or Bill.
And if I stay and I do all of this for you and I help you with my sister, are we free to go after that?
You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'd like you to stay and help fight the rest of us because, well, we need every number we can get. But if you really want to go and you walk down that laneway, I won't stop you.
Might not even blame you, considering this is just the beginning.
No, I blame you, but I won't stop you.
I'm a lot nicer about it.
Okay, I'll stay.
Nod.
It's not like I've got anywhere better to be.
Anton nods. Get some food into you. Probably get some extra sleep. We'll talk about more about the Umbra later on. Just
Can
stand up and start walking out.
stay in my room. Help yourself to some of the books.
Did
They're fun reads.
Did either of you find my purse?
It's probably in the car. Just
Yeah.
shrug.
Yeah, I would have grabbed anything of value. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anton just seems rather cold about the whole thing. Just gets up and starts heading out. He'll hand you the med kit and shit, but he'll go out.
Yeah.
You can see him.
Like I said, or go.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. It's just Anton leaves. You know, it's very kind of cold.
Like I
and
said.
expensive.
My room's up and to the left. It's the one full of fucking books about ghosts and shit. You can read any of them. I've already read through all of them twice.
Okay. Thank you.
Anton's probably going to be a little busy, so I'll handle things with you tomorrow morning.
All right. I'll go patch myself up and try to get some sleep and maybe
Don't
something to eat because I am fucking starving all of a sudden.
there's plenty. I'll have somebody cook you something. Do not go bothering the man in the RV around the side of this building. He's got enough to worry about. It's one of my people.
Okay. That's all right. Sure.
Ambrose is Becca's dad. He's a good man, but he's got enough on his mind right now without having to deal with that. Speaking of which, Anton stretches, or Anton's doing other things. Bill, assuming direct control. No, Bill stretches and gets up and actually goes out to the RV.
Yeah, Wendy she'll take the first aid kit and kind of stiffly walk into the kitchen because holy shit, everything hurts, but she is hungry.
You see Anton going upstairs, you know, you actually probably see it on the floor you're on. Yeah, you see the board. You see these huge boards of the city, and Anton just sits in front of it and starts adding notes to it and stuff.
Holy shit. Okay, now you definitely need to see my place.
What's probably hilarious for poor old Wendy, he doesn't even respond. He's so fucking obsessive looking at it. He's just adding, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like fuck it. She's just like that. He is a man on a mission. She is not going to disturb that. She is going to get food and stuff her face and ice pack things and sleep.
You will eventually be able to find it. Ironically, the kitchen is in the basement. On the bright side, there are smells to help lead you there. On the other hand, Becca will eventually poke her head out, and when she sees you wandering around, especially like trying to follow your nose, she just kind of gestures like, come on. And leads you down to make sure you get something in your fucking stomach. And probably helps you with all the the scrapes and bruises on your face. Like, oh, don't worry. Soon you'll be able to shake this off like it's fucking nothing. But
For now, it just fucking hurts. Oh God, it hurts.
no, they got this whole trick. They get all big and it just kind of, like makes the gesture with their hand. But seeing as you knew, I don't know, you know how to do that yet. So,
Apparently not.
well, instead you get band-aids.
Band-aids work.
She'll work a grin and just let you stuff your face, and essentially in the meantime we'll patch you back together. So anything else? Anyone else?
Yeah, but Bill's going out to see the bro.
Oh, that's right. Gonna go talk to Brobean.
Yeah, go talk to Brochacho. Brochacho James the third.
Brochacho James the Third.
Brochacho James.
You don't have a Brochacho James.
Slater. Esquire.
Definitely don't have a
He's
Slater.
gonna go see Ambro.
Ambro. Yeah, Ambro's out at the RV. You can readily enough come and do the tap, and I imagine by now you're pretty used to, you give the courtesy tap and just walk on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably set out. He's got a little TV set up in there and just sit back watching his shows. Actually watching the news. He does a lot of that.
I'm back in town.
Oh, good. Good. It's always good when you are in town.
I'm sorry things got interrupted by this issue.
He heaves a shrug. We are used to living on less than this. It's not the worst. It's not as if we are traveling miles and miles a day. Not this time.
No, it's just me right now. I understand there's a arrangement with Anton, but you two are important to me, being descended from Owl's blood.
Glance over, and I mean, to Bill's credit, as soon as he starts talking, the mute button has been clicked for the TV. I suppose it is merely a matter of buying storefront, and it all begins anew again.
There's a threat in Roanoke. I don't know how long it's going to take to clear it out.
It's certainly not the place to buy storefront then. Just kind of nods, like,
Problems in Alexandria, too.
oh, what is in there?
By my measure, probably the servants of the undead. They've taken umbrage with one of my bloodkin.
No, have they?
Apparently, they were not satisfied with his services as an attorney.
There's kind of a wry smirk. You can imagine Ambrose has his own opinion about lawyers. I am sure I can find just the thing. I will need time to dig through. He kind of jerks his thumb. Well, actually, points a finger down, as most of the storage is under the RV. I will need time to dig through. But I may have just the thing.
I need you. Well, Becca's probably already doing it, but this current threat. The Anton I knew and the Anton dealing with this threat are two different people. I am afraid for him.
And there's a bit of a shift, a thoughtful one. This is time where normally one would expect family to intervene. Expect wise men to intervene.
Normally.
And
I may
he
have
thinks about it
to.
for a moment. Just mulls it over. Sorry, go ahead.
Bill trails off.
Elf do what?
I may have to stay in place longer than I anticipated. Keep an eye.
It is not worst thing. This place, and he gestures back towards the house, actually. Is not as bad as most. Is passive. Not empty, but is passive.
Something happened while I was away the last time.
What is this?
I don't know. Anton saw something. Now he just stares at morbid, corrupting things all day. He's distant.
Perhaps he believes that he must. And perhaps this is the time when the things that are best and brightest must be pushed forward, so that he does not take himself too far into the dark. Your people must do very dark, very hard things. Danton is very young. And very driven. He actually says, kind of leaning back, rubbing his chin thoughtfully, just kind of like, huh. Normally this would be a good thing. Just kind of face rub. I will consider having a word. Or, perhaps arranging favorable circumstance.
I appreciate it.
Nice. There's no problem.
And Bill nod, see himself out.
Okay. I mean, Ambrose won't stop him, although he will kind of glance over. Do you have work of your own? Or are you turning in?
The former servants of this house need tending.
I know they are there. Like taps the side of his nose. I know. But they do not seem to react too much. They've tried. Perhaps you are, he kind of gestures up and down, more suited, but this place is at peace with itself. Do not do the same and be looking in the dark where you do not need to.
I'll keep that in mind.
Get a, shall we say, an almost fond smile. Gasp. A bro smile. But not. We won't stop you from heading out. Anything else, Bill, old buddy?
Nope. Bill's gonna go play with dead people.
Anything for anyone else?
Nah, I'm adding all the stuff we found to the board unless anyone's interrupted me.
All right. Well, Wendy, anything else you would like to do?
No, I think that's it.
All right. I look forward to seeing the socials that spin off of this. So for now, I shall say thank you, players, for playing, and watchers for watching, and we will see you next time.